Good morning, Primary 5. Welcome back to Math Session with me, Miss Tere. Today we're going to learn about still in Chapter 4, but Lesson 2. Before, in previous meeting, we have learned about multiplication, fractions by whole numbers, but now we're going to learn about multiplications with two fractions. Before that, we're going to recall your last meeting, okay? So before in previous meeting you have learned about this 5 per 6 of 12. Don't forget, in math the word of means multiplication. So it means 5 per 6 times 12. Whenever you face this equation, first find out, is there any number that you can simplify? In this case, yes, which is 6 and 12, because 6 and 12 will have common factors. So 6 and 12 can be simplified, right? So 6 divided by 6 and 12 divided by 6. So now what we have? 5 times 2 per 1 equals 10. So let's get started. Please open up your textbook page 72. This one, you will face this one. Alvin had half of a bar of chocolate. He ate 1/3 of it. What fraction of the bar of chocolate did he eat? So, based on the models, it will be like this. Alvin had 1 per 2. It means that Alvin before had one whole, and now he had half. So this one. For this one, it has been eaten. So half of this chocolate, and then Alvin ate 1 per 3. So for this half, we're going to divide it into 3 parts. That's it. And that 3 parts of the whole, we can say it like that. 1 per 3. How do we know that is 1 per 3? Look at here, this is 1, and there are 3 parts. So 1 per 3 of half, okay? And now what fraction of the bar of the chocolate did he eat? So this one, right? So what we gotta do? Don't forget, of means multiplication. 1 per 3 times 1 per 2. So that's it, okay? 1 per 3 of 1 per 2. Now what we gotta do? 1 times 1. Numerator multiplied by numerator, okay? Equals 1. And 3 times 2 equals 6. So he ate 1 per 6 of the bar of the chocolate. Remainder. Multiply numerator by numerator and vice versa. As you can see, these are numerators. These are denominators. So multiply this by this. Numerators multiplied by numerator. And denominator multiplied by denominator. Now please look at your textbook page 76, try 1a. We're going to discuss it together. 1 per 2 times 1 per 4. Remainder. Multiply numerator by numerator and vice versa. So numerator times numerator, 1 times 1. And denominator times denominator, 2 times 4. So what can we have? 1 per 8. That's it. Is it simplest form? Yes, because 1 per 8 is already in the simplest form. 1b. Now, this one. So what we have? 3 per 10, 5 per 12. Okay, 3 per 10, 5 per 12. Is there any numbers that we can simplify? Yes, which one is that? As you know, this 10 and 5 has common factors, which is 5, and this 3 and this 12 has common factors, which is 3. Okay, so it means that we can simplify that by doing what? Simplify numerator with denominator. Look at this. So 10 will be simplified by 5. So actually, we cannot have 10 and 5 there. Okay, Like 10 divided by 3 there, cannot, because it must be numerator with denominator. Okay? So 10 times 5. 10 divided by 5 equals 2. 5 divided by 5 equals 1. And then that 3 and that 12 can be simplified. Divided by 3, divided by 3. So what do we have now? 1 times 1 and 2 times 4 equals 1 per 8. That's it. Go to textbook page 80, 1b, point A. 6 per 5 times 10 per 9. Once again, is there any numbers that we can simplify? Yes, 5 and 10 and 6 and 9. So simplify that. 5 divided by 5, 10 divided by 5, and 6 and 9 equals 3 and 2. 6 divided by 3 and 9 divided by 3. So what we have now? 2 times 2 per 1 times 3 equals 4 per 3. As you can see that this fraction is not in the simplest form. What can we do? Make it into the simplest form by turning it into mixed number. So 1 per 3. If you have any problems in turning into mixed numbers, please go to previous grade and then learn it from there. 12 per 7 times 7 per 6. Any numbers that we can make simplify? Yes, 7 and 7 and 12 and 6. So 7 and 7, 1 and 1. 12 and 6 divided by 6. That's it. So now what we have? 2 times 1 per 1 times 1 equals 2 per 1 or 2. Now see. 10 per 3 times 9 per 4. Is there any numbers that we can make simplify? Yes, 3 and 9 and 10 and 4. And 10 and 4 divided by, of course, not 4. Because 10 cannot be divided by 4. So which one? As we know that 4 and 10 is even numbers, and even numbers will have absolutely 2 as the factors. So for these numbers, we can divide it by 2. 4 divided by 2, 2. 10 divided by 2, 5. So what we have now? 5 times 3 per 1 times 2 equals 15 per 2. Once again, this is a big fraction. Make it into the simplest form. 7 and a half. 6 per 7 times 21 per 2. Once again, any numbers that we can make simplify? Yes, 7 and 21. So 1 and 3. And 16 and 2? Yes, 1 and 8. So what we have? 8 times 3 per 1 times 1. 24 per 1 equals 24. 22 per 9 times 3 per 2. Can these 3 and 9 be simplified? Yes, by dividing it into 3. And 22 and 2 divided by 2. So what we have? 11 times 1 per 3 times 1. 11 per 3, which is 3, 2 per 3. 14 per 5 times 10 per 7. Any numbers that we can make simplify? Yes, 7 and 14 and 5 and 10. So what will we have? 2 times 2 per 1 times 1. 4 per 1, 4. So that's all for today. Today we have learned about multiplying two fractions. If you have any problem in this discussion, you may leave your questions in the comment section or you may ask me through @Melody. Once again, if you are left behind by the answer here, I will recommend you to do it by yourself and then check it by your own by rewatching this video. That's all for today, Primary 5. Thank you and God bless you.